Dear students, I welcome you all. Today I am going to talk about the economic importance of bacteria. As you all know, bacteria are prokaryotic, unicellular, macroscopic organisms found everywhere on earth in all habitats and ecosystems of biosphere. Bacteria are intimately associated with humans and other organisms of biosphere with both positive and negative interactions. These positive and negative interactions of bacteria with the surrounding biotic and abiotic environments accounts for their beneficial and harmful roles in our economy. Thus, bacteria are referred to as both our friends as well as our foes. Let us first talk about the beneficial roles of bacteria. When we talk about the beneficial roles of bacteria, bacteria are vital for the sustenance of life on earth. The world is a beautiful place with green forests, meadows with beautiful and fragrant flowers, fruit and crop fields, blue oceans, lakes, gushing streams, all harboring life. These habitats or ecosystems support a rich diversity of living organisms such as animals, birds, insects, fish, plants and other group of organisms. Bacteria are fundamental to the survival and sustenance of life on earth. As we know, all animals depend on plants for their food. Plants themselves absorb nutrients from the soil. These nutrients are made available to plants only by the decomposing activity of bacteria in the soil. Taking bacteria out of the earth will halt the nutrient cycling and thus life. The bacteria perform the important function of nutrient cycling which drives ecosystems and life on earth. The bacteria decompose organic material and release nutrients which support plant growth, development and productivity of plants. Decomposition makes earth livable. If the wastes, leaves, branches, dead bodies of animals and plants do not decompose, earth will be filled by them and there will be no space left for organisms to occupy and live. It is this great service of decomposition carried out by bacteria which cleans the environment and renders earth livable for organisms. The sewage disposal plants utilize bacteria, both aerobic and anaerobic ones, to decompose sewage and other wastes for cleaning environment. In sewage disposal plants, sewage is decomposed and effluents are left free of harmful substances. In addition to this very important role of bacteria in the environment and in the sustenance of life, bacteria also do have tremendous role in industry. Bacteria do have multiple roles in many type of industries. To start with, let us talk about the role of bacteria in the food industry. Bacteria are known to convert milk into cheese and yogurt. Besides, beverages and pickles are also obtained through the activity of bacteria. Vinegar is obtained from ethyl alcohol by the activity of acetobacteria. Microbial fermentation is used for large scale production of amino acids such as glutamic acid, tryptophan, lysine, threonine, phenylalanine and other amino acids. Employing a wide range of bacteria such as Micrococcus brevibacterium, Corynebacterium, Glutamicus, etc. These amino acids are L-form and are thus biologically active. Bacteria such as Pseudomonas are also used as a resource of single cell proteins which contain all essential amino acids. Soy sauce is obtained from fermentation of soybean and rice mixture by bacteria such as Lactobacillus and some fungi. Sausages which are special meat products are also obtained through the activity of bacteria on meat. Bacteria also do have a role in chemical industry. Bacteria are used for the commercial synthesis of acetone, alcohol, organic acids and vitamins. Solvents such as acetone and butyl alcohol are formed by some species of Clostridium. Bacteria are also known to produce vitamins such as vitamin A, B and C. For example, vitamin B12 is commercially produced by Pseudomonas denitrificans when grown on sugar beet molasses. Organic acids such as acetic acid, lactic acid, gluconic acid are also obtained from the action of bacteria. Bacteria do also have a role in fiber writing. Bacteria are also used in jute industry for fiber writing. The boiled plants of jute and flax are treated with bacteria which degrade the starch and pectic substances, leaving the fibers which are then used for the formation of ropes and other fibers. Bacteria do also have a role in mining. Bacteria are used in mining, a phenomenon called biomining, where they are used to obtain low grade ores. When rocks are treated with bacterial solutions, copper and uranium leach out in low grade ore form. Thiobacillus feroxidans is known to concentrate gold locked in rock minerals and is now used in gold mining industry. Bacteria also have a role in textile industry. So, we do have the application of bacteria extending to textile industry also. In textile industry, starch needs to be digested at large scale. This is done by employing bacteria or the enzyme amylase, which is obtained at commercial scale from bacteria. Bacteria is also used in biogas production. Bacteria such as methanogens growing on wastewater, sewage, cow dung, manure, plant material, green wastes or other organic wastes in anoxic conditions are able to produce biogas which is rich in methane and carbon dioxide. This biogas is used for cooking and other purposes and acts as a renewable source of energy. Now, we come to the important aspects of bacteria, a very tremendous, very important and vital role which bacteria do have in our day-to-day life, that is bacteria as source of antibiotics. Bacteria are an important source of antibiotics. A large number of antibiotics are obtained from bacteria which are used by humans to treat varied infections. The common antibiotics obtained from bacteria include streptomycin, amphotericin B, chloramphenicol, chlorotetracycline, erythromycin and neomycin obtained from Streptomyces, bacitracin, coristin, gramicidin, polymyxin B from Bacillus group of bacteria. Most of the antibiotics of bacterial source are obtained from these two genera of bacteria, I mean Streptomyces and Bacillus group of bacteria. One more important aspect of bacteria is their use in biotransformation. Bacteria are able to modify or convert the less valuable close molecular relatives into valuable molecular structures. This phenomenon is called as biotransformation or bioconversion. The less valuable molecule is acted upon by bacteria, which modifies and rearranges its functional groups, converting or transforming it into a similar valuable molecule. The synthesis of steroid hormones such as corticosterone, cortisone and hydrocortisone from sterol precursors by bacteria is an example of biotransformation. Antibiotics are also obtained from inactive molecular structures by bacterial biotransformation. Bacteria play multiple roles. One important role of bacteria is in digestion. Bacteria occurring in the digestive tract of ruminants help them in digestion of cellulose rich food. Ruminants cannot digest this food in the absence of these bacteria. Human digestive system also exploits the services of bacteria growing in the tract to digest food. These bacteria also release some products which are beneficial for human health. A very eccentric role of bacteria is in the generation of electricity. There are some bacteria such as members of the genus Desulfitobacterium which are able to continuously generate electricity. These bacteria are able to metabolize or consume diverse substances as their food. These bacteria are also known for their ability to break down or metabolize toxic pollutants such as polychlorinated benzene and other solvents. Therefore, these bacteria can be grown in humus, wastewater, sewage and other organic wastes to generate electricity, which can be used to run small electric appliances. Bacteria are also a very rich source of enzymes. A lot of enzymes are obtained from bacteria. On a commercial scale, amylase is obtained from Bacillus stereothermophilus, while as protease is obtained from other Bacillus species. Both these enzymes find a utility in many industries for the commercial synthesis of many products. The present age is the age of biotechnology. Bacteria do have tremendous role in biotechnology. Bacteria are the workhorses in biotechnology. They play innumerable roles in biotechnology. Let us take these roles one by one. Fermentation biotechnology. Bacteria find tremendous applications in fermentation biotechnology to catalyze synthesis of diverse products of wide utility. It ranges from food products such as proteins, amino acids, vitamins to pharmaceuticals like antibiotic production and chemicals such as butanol. Fermentation biotechnology employs the services of diverse bacteria and bacterial enzymes to produce and harvest desired primary and secondary metabolites or products of wide utility. Bacteria do have also applications in genetic engineering. As source of enzymes in genetic engineering, bacteria are the source of enzymes such as restriction enzymes and ligases, which are fundamental to genetic engineering. The heat stable polymerases used in PCR technology are also obtained from bacteria. We do have an important aspect of biotechnology which we call as gene cloning. The bacteria are also used in gene cloning. The plasmids of bacteria act as cloning vehicles or vectors. The desired genes are inserted into the plasmid using restriction enzymes and ligases. The inserted gene is then cloned or copied as the plasmid replicates in the bacteria or as the bacteria divides. Bacteria are also used as expression vectors. The bacterial plasmids are also used as expression vectors to study expression of a gene or a rate of a gene expression for synthesis of gene products. An important aspect which revolutionized many fields of science is the molecular farming or commercial production of hormones or gene products. Bacteria are used for the commercial production of insulin and other gene products. The human insulin gene is inserted in the bacterial plasmid or genome, which on expression results in the biosynthesis of insulin, which is then regularly harvested from the culture. These modified bacteria are called as bioreactors or biofactories, and the process of production of desired bioactive molecules as molecular farming or molecular farming. Bacteria also play an important role in transgenosis. Bacteria play an important role in the development of transgenic plants and animals. Besides their indirect role in transgenosis, Agrobacterium tumefaciens is directly involved in gene transfer from one plant to another, and thus in the development of transgenic plants. An important role of bacteria is in bioremediation. The genetically modified bacteria or transgenic bacteria are also used for bioremediation. The activity of these bacteria help in cleaning the environment by taking up or metabolizing xenobiotics such as pesticides, heavy metals, oil spills on water surface with enhanced efficiency. Now, let us talk about the role of bacteria in agriculture. How bacteria is affecting agriculture in the positive way as far as this positive role is concerned. The first role which can be ascribed to bacteria in agriculture is the enhancement of soil quality. So, bacteria they enhance the soil quality in agriculture. Bacteria play an important role in soil development, humus formation, and thus affect soil properties such as soil structure, bulk density, porosity of soil, soil moisture, soil reaction, water holding capacity, cation exchange capacity, and other soil properties in a positive way. These optimal properties leave soils conducive for cultivation and farming. Bacteria are fundamental to agriculture and crop production. They decompose the dead matter of plants and animals into smaller molecules such as carbon dioxide, water, and minerals. Thus, they enhance the soil fertility. So, bacteria do also have a role in enhancing soil fertility and leaving soils conducive for plant for cultivation and plant growth. One more important role of bacteria in agriculture is the nitrogen fixation. So, bacteria do have a role in nitrogen fixation. Bacteria are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. The atmospheric form of nitrogen cannot be used by plants. However, some bacteria such as Azotobacter and Rhizobium are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen into ammonium, which enhances soil fertility. The Azotobacter is able to fix nitrogen in the free living state, while as a Rhizobium fixes the atmospheric nitrogen in association with the roots of leguminous plants in structures called as root nodules. The bacteria which are able to cause diseases are called as pathogenic bacteria. Pathogenic bacteria are known to cause diseases in a wide group of animals, plants and humans. In humans, bacteria are the causal agents of half the number of diseases and are transmitted from one person to another person through air, water, food and other biotic and abiotic agencies. The bacterial diseases which are very common in humans are tuberculosis, leprosy, anthrax, tetanus, typhoid, cholera and diphtheria, bubonic plague, dysentery, whooping cough and many more. Tuberculosis is an infectious disease affecting lungs and other organs and is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, while as leprosy is caused by Mycobacterium leprae. Cholera affects the intestines and is caused by Vibrio cholerae. Whooping cough or pertussis is caused by Bordetella pertussis. Tetanus is caused by Mycobacterium tetani. Diphtheria is disease of upper respiratory tract and is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae. Anthrax is caused by Bacillus anthracis. Botulism is caused by Clostridium botulinum. Gonorrhea by Neisseria gonorrhea. Typhoid fever by Salmonella typhi. Pneumonia by Streptococcus pneumoniae. Helicobacter pylori is the bacterial species which is able to grow in the acidic conditions of human stomach and causes chronic infections. Nowadays, it is ranked as the major cause of gastritis and peptic ulcers in human adults and children. Now, we come to the animal diseases. Bacteria also cause diseases in a large number of animals. Actinomycosis, also called as lumpy jaw, is found in cattle and is caused by Actinomyces bovis, while as mastitis in cattle is caused by Corynebacterium bovis. Black leg disease of sheep and cattle is caused by Clostridium chauvei. Bovine tuberculosis is caused by bacterium Mycobacterium bovis, while as vibriosis, which is a genital tract disease in cattle, is caused by Campylobacter fetus. There are many more diseases which are caused by bacteria in a wide range of animals. Bacteria also cause large number of diseases in plants. Bacteria also cause diseases in a large number of plants, damaging food crops, cash crops, ornamental plants, fodder plants, which are of extraordinary importance to man and other animals. The damage to crops like maize, rice, wheat and beans by bacteria proves frustrating, since these crops constitute the food of the majority of human population around the globe. The common diseases caused by bacteria include bacterial leaf blight, root rots, crown gall disease, wilts, leaf spots, cankers and many more. The bacterium Xanthomonas oryzae causes leaf blight of rice, therefore damaging the rice crop in the fields. Crown gall diseases caused by Agrobacterium tumefaciens weakens and stunts plants in the Rubiaceae family, while as Agrobacterium rhizogenes causes hairy root disease in these plants. The bacterial leaf spot disease in maize is caused by Xanthomonas campestris, while as leaf blight in maize is caused by Pseudomonas aviae. In Brassica and Raphanus crispus, Xanthomonas campestris causes black rot and leaf spot diseases. The next negative role of bacteria is the food spoilage. The saprophytic bacteria are able to grow on a wide range of organic substrata including human food such as bread, butter, cheese, mutton, fruits and other eatables. These bacteria, while growing on these foodstuffs, release enzymes, toxins and other compounds which damage and spoil these eatables or food, leaving it unfit for human use. Consuming bacteria infected food causes food poisoning and other diseases in humans. One more important negative role of bacteria is in denitrification. Some bacteria such as Paracoccus denitrificans, Thiobacillus denitrificans are known to convert nitrates in soil into diazo or molecular nitrogen, which then escapes from soil into the atmosphere. The process is called as denitrification. Because of denitrifying bacteria, soil fertility is reduced, thus having a negative impact on our agriculture. One more important negative role of bacteria is water pollution. A wide group of bacteria is known to pollute water and cause waterborne diseases in animals and humans. Bacteria such as Salmonella, which causes typhoid, Vibrio cholerae, which causes cholera, Shigella dysentery, which causes dysentery, are able to grow and multiply in water. These bacteria therefore deteriorate the quality of the water bodies or aquatic systems or drinking water wherever they grow, leading to waterborne diseases such as typhoid, cholera and dysentery in humans. These bacteria therefore deteriorate the quality of the water bodies or aquatic systems or drinking water wherever they grow, leading to waterborne diseases such as typhoid, cholera and dysentery in humans. Now we know that bacteria have multiple beneficial and positive roles in the biosphere, but simultaneously they also have some negative roles and harmful roles as well. That is why at the outset of this lecture we called bacteria as our friends as well as our foes. Dear students, with this we come to the end of today's lecture. I take your leave and hope to see you in the next lecture.